guys, good evening. This is Erica Keene, ARVIS Dyslexia Coordinator. Let's talk about Level 1 screeners. I've got a lot of questions about Level 1 screeners. It's a new process, guys. We're all working through this together. So if you have questions, always reach out to me and we will work it out together. So let's talk about the things that are required for Level 1 screeners. The first thing that you're going to want to do is look back at your flow charts and you're going to decide, okay, I have a student that's struggling, a student that has characteristics of dyslexia possibly, and then we're going to go through there. So this is for 3rd through 12th graders that have been identified as struggling with reading, spelling, decoding, possible characteristics of dyslexia. So step 1 right here is your parent interview. So we're going to open that up. Probably going to make me sign back in, and it didn't. Wow. Okay, so you are going to go through this. Now, this is completed with the homeroom teacher or the ELA teacher or the teacher maybe that was working with the child that noticed that there were some concerns. Okay, so you're on the phone with the parent, when you are going through these, okay? Again, kindergarten through 2nd grade teachers, this doesn't apply to you because we do initial screeners, okay? This form is from Scottish Rite, that's where it came from, and so we are using it here at ARVA. And so you are going to ask the parent, you could send home maybe this first part in an email and say, when could we talk on the phone? You could even have them hop in Zoom and you guys could fill it out together. This needs to be done with a parent or a guardian, someone that knows the student and the teacher. This cannot just be sent to the parent from the teacher saying, here you go, fill this out, okay? You guys do this together. It's teamwork, okay? We're collecting data on the students so that we can serve them best. This isn't just a check off, do this, because I think you should do this process. We're collecting data so that we can best serve the student, okay? We know that dyslexia does run in families, so we're going to see if maybe there's a family history of dyslexia or maybe other learning problems, okay? All right, so then you're going to ask, maybe you as the classroom teacher can fill out this skill area part. Maybe you've given them some rhyming words and you've noticed that they can't rhyme. You can do that very quickly. Give them a word, ask them to rhyme with you. Ask the parent if they've noticed anything. Okay, and fluency. You could use your tool in the online school, that fluency tool. So how do they do in that? Give them a quick passage and have them read to you, okay? Use your observational data from Class Connects, okay? Use what you have. Don't duplicate everything, okay? You're going to go down through this, okay? Remember, your choices are rarely or often, and you want to be honest with how you answer these, rarely or often. So do they have attention skills? Maybe they don't listen to directions and they do things too quickly, or don't seem to hear what you say when you give them directions. How's their handwriting? Okay, this is the whole thing. So you're going to fill that out. Save a folder in your OneDrive of this child. Maybe name it their name and then save all of your data there. Alright, so that's completed. You're going to go on to step 2, your early indicator checklist. So you're going to open that. I've had a couple people tell me that they're having trouble with the links. And so if that's the case, reach out to me and let me know. You should use your school email address, okay, when you log in. It's all on SharePoint. See, this one's not wanting to work for me. I'm going to copy it though and paste it into Chrome. Now you can't see that, but that's what I did. I just copied and pasted it into Chrome. So this is your step 2. You're going to go down here to refer a student. You have to fill out the whole thing, okay? Remember, we're collecting data. You can do this on the phone with a parent if you need to. Try to find out as much information as you can on the student. You're only going to check the ones that they are having difficulty with, okay? Let's not and just check all of them, okay? Really, and don't guess, really try to get to know the kiddo. Use this as an observation checklist, okay? 3rd through 10th grade, or 3rd through 12th grade, if we're still having trouble with the alphabet, that's a major indicator right there, okay? Some kids struggle with spelling. That's really not that uncommon, especially 3rd through 5th grade. But what kind of words are they having trouble spelling? What is the issue with that? What is the pattern? Okay. Handwriting, cognitive, again. So you're just going through this and you are checking the ones that they struggle with. If you go through all of this and you notice like this student's doing really well, maybe they don't struggle much with this, keep going. We're going to look at all of the data together. Okay, this is part of your RTI process. You're collecting your data on the student. Okay, this is a big one right here. Has the student ever been referred for special education or been in special programs? Because we need to handle it a little bit differently if they have, or if they're ELL. Maybe they were retained last year. Okay, you can just use a work sample. So just pick something that you've done, maybe a handwriting sample or a spelling test, something you've done in a Class Connect, a common assessment, and just snip one of those or save one of those to attach with this. Okay, you're going to save this. You're going to save it in your folder. Okay, and then we're going to go back to step number 3, which is the past. I have a video of this for you guys if you have looked in the training folder. Okay, and there's a video that I posted by the ADE of them giving the past to a 2nd grade student. Okay, it tells you down here, you can download. And let me give you all a different link. I'm going to actually put a new hyperlink in here. Let's open that one together. This one's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's the exact same thing. But I gave kindergarten through 2nd grade a little bit different one that's actually by the ADE. So it's loading, and I'll fix that in the hyperlink because this one tells you exactly what to do. It has information on scoring, and it even tells you what to say. So an automatic is an X. They gave you the correct answer within 2 seconds. Okay. A 1 is they gave you the correct answer, but it took longer than 2 seconds, or you had to repeat your directions, and a 0 is an incorrect. Okay, so this is as simple as it is. I gave this to 5 different students today, and it took less than 5 minutes per student. It was quick. So you're going to say bookcase, now bookcase, or now say bookcase, but don't say book. The student is supposed to say case. If they say it quick, give them an X within 2 seconds. Say sunset, now say sunset, but don't say sun. Okay, they're supposed to say set, and then you're just going to keep, it gets harder. And this one is pretty hard right here. Say October, now say October, but don't say Oc. It's Tober. I have a lot of students that just say burr. Or say alphabet, now say alphabet, but don't say owl. It's phabet. A lot of them just say bet. Okay, so in X, they give you the correct answer within 2 seconds. A 1, either you had to repeat the directions, or they gave you the answer but it took them longer than 2 seconds, or a 0, they didn't get it right. I always like to write exactly what the student says, just so I can reference it. If you're getting 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, once you get 5 or more zeros in a row, you can stop the assessment. Okay? Say sleep. Now say sleep, but don't say leap. The answer is leap. Now we have some here where we're wanting them to switch the sound. Now say ran, but instead of a, say, or instead of say Okay, so you're wanting them to say ran. Now say ran, but instead of say run. Okay, so that gets hard, and you've got to look to see if it's wanting long vowel or short vowel sound. Okay, there's a couple in here where they're switching. Say sneak. Now say sneak, but don't say seek. Okay, so that's deletion of a sound. Say ghost. Now say ghost, but don't say goat. Okay, you don't ever show a student any kind of print with the past. It is all done by listening. You're the only one with the paper. You're just asking them questions very quick, and they're giving them back to you The whole thing can be done in 5 minutes, okay? It's very quick. Don't overcomplicate it. If they don't give you an answer within 2 seconds, wait a couple more seconds, and then you can give them a 0, move on. You don't even have to tell them the right answer unless they're saying, oh, well, what is it? Of course, then you can always tell them. But you don't have to stop and explain. You can just go on to the next one. All right, core phonics. In the PowerPoint, I have a lot of these already snipped for you. I'll show you, and it tells you exactly what to give. Okay, so we talked about the parent interview, the early indicator, the past. Look, I've even got it in here in the PowerPoint so that you guys don't have to do that. I tried really hard to make it as easy as I could for you. And if you're finding that something isn't working, tell me, okay? This is a new process. We're working together. All right, so kindergarten through 3rd grade, I want you to do the letter naming, okay? Now, this is for kindergartners, 1st, 2nd, 3rd graders that have already done, or 1st and 2nd, that have already done initial screeners, and now they're doing level 1s. 3rd grade, you go straight to level 1. Let's see, do they know their letters? Because they should in 3rd grade. Okay, uppercase and lowercase, you're just asking them. You just read the directions. Hi, look at these letters. Can you tell me the sound each letter makes? If the sound given is correct, okay, you're not going to mark it. If it's incorrect, write the sound the student gives above the letter. Okay? If they don't give a sound at all, circle the letter. If the student cannot say the sound for 3 or more consecutive letters, say, look at all the letters and tell me which sounds you do not know. Or I'm sorry, that you do know. And then you can discontinue. Okay? So all you got to do is follow the directions, go right through. So for this one, they're wanting sounds. Okay, this one, they're wanting letters. Okay, and I have them labeled. This assessment is to be given kindergarten through 8th grade. This one is to be given 3rd through 12th grade. Okay, this is all part of core phonics. All right, you're not going to show this to them. If you give them a Zoom room, just go back to a blank document. You could even add a blank document in here to this PowerPoint, and you're going to have them annotate on the screen or type or write on a piece of paper, whichever is best for the student. This is like a spelling test, okay? You just have 10 words for them. Okay, and then you are going to take all of the data that you have to refer a student. It doesn't mean that just because you've done a level 1 that they automatically go to dyslexia interventions. Let's look at the data. Let's see what they scored. Let's try to remediate some skills, and let's go from there. Progress monitoring, remember, you're going to go to Dibbles. You're going to dibble every 2 weeks, and you're going to upload your data using a spreadsheet. You're going to upload it to your RTI folder, okay? And we will talk more about that later. But you're going to upload that to your folder. And then if that student's not making progress, I would say 12 weeks. That's you've taken the data, you've remediated some of the things that they didn't do well on, and they're still not growing. And you've done 6 cycles of progress monitoring every 2 weeks. Then we need to take it a step further. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. Have a great evening. Bye.